I have been playing a new game, courtesy of my friend Jessie, who has gotten me Black Desert Online. Very grindy game. Lots of, what I like is the skill work, but here's the logic. Apparently, here's what they think is required to make cloth. String. Alright, I do hope that you guys liked that little skit earlier because it was kind of fun and I'm thinking about doing some more. So, today I've got a real treat. I have an entire new face worth of makeup that I'm going to try out right now. This is stuff that I've not tested. This is stuff that I've not put on my YouTube channel. And to make it even better, I have new brushes. These are all eco tools. I've kind of fallen hardcore in love with eco tools. And these brushes are so nice. I have only washed them so far. I am in love and I'm going to enjoy this. I will not be putting links to where you can buy this stuff online because after looking, I paid less at Walmart. Go to Walmart. You'll find everything in this bag. Everything. Again, thanks to Barb for the bag. Pretty sure it's handmade, but I've got, I'm gonna show you everything I've got. I've got the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the palest color I could get, because I am freakishly pale. I have a Wet n Wild eye palette. What I found interesting is all I did was open it so far, so that I could open it. And it's got transition written on that. I've got a reason for being in the bathroom. The reason I'm in the bathroom is so that I can use the mirror to see the little blinking light because it keeps ruining my videos. I've got probably 7 videos that I'm not able to post because it killed off after 12 minutes. This is eyeshadow primer. This is a contour from Wet n Wild. This is also Wet n Wild. A lot of this is Wet n Wild. Some of it's a few different things. But this is the Makeup Stick Mega Glow from Wet n Wild. There's also the highlighter from same thing. I did take some of the plastic off some of these things so that it wouldn't be so in unwrapping. Here's the, oh here we go, French side versus English side. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. This one I really liked. It's a blush. It's Blossom Time Rose Powder Blush from Milani. Look at that. It's in the shape of a rose. This is Physicians Formula Fall Slash Effect Fake Out Eye Mascara. And it's got a 100% recyclable brush, which is pretty cool. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. And then we've got the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Bake Brighten and Set Loose Finishing Powder. It is in the shade Banana, so that's going to be fun. I've already got a space to put this stuff. I've got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in, what shade is this? Rose Ivory. And the Wet n Wild H2O Proof Eyeliner. Here I have everything a person needs to do a full face of makeup. I would show you, but my sink is disgusting because somebody shaved his beard and didn't clean it up. I need a minute. Alright, let's see if I can zoom you out. There we go. Alright, because you guys are awfully close. What am I doing this for? Where am I going today that requires a full face of fancy makeup? Nowhere. I'm just going to stay at home. I suppose I should start by washing my face. I'm going to use the oil-free daily face wash with 2% salicylic acid. It's actually what I do to knock out some of the acne that I know you've all seen down below. It's some nice stuff. I use this daily constant vigilance butter. That was a sad death. I know what you're thinking. Somebody out there is still talking about Harry Potter. Usually. I don't have any new eyebrow stuff to try. That's okay. You'll forgive me, right? I forgot. I usually just like knock this out in the shower, but I thought that it'd be healthy to show you guys that it's a part of my daily routine, along with brushing my teeth and drinking my coffee, which I'm still technically waiting on. One cool thing about this stuff is that it does also come with a paddle, but this paddle doesn't have little holes in it. First things first, is this new, because it is new. It says Nouveau on the top. But this face primer, oh my goodness, was probably way too much. But there's a joke somewhere in there. Wow, don't mind me. Or actually, do mind me, that's the whole point. So yesterday, because I'm filming this on Saturday, because I usually film on the weekends, and then cue for Wednesdays. But yesterday, Friday, I went to my dentist and I got some work done because I had a few cavities and one of my filling was cracked. So they replaced it, and I told them, I promised them, that I would say if you're in the Rockford area and you need dental work done, go to Maintain Your Smile. Because I'm skittish as all heck in the dentist chair. Well, that set down fast. That's dry. I'm nervous as all heck in the dentist chair, but Dr. Halverson has this way about him that I am just chill. Anyway, yeah, Dr. Halverson is the best. I haven't met Dr. Stern, but I've heard that he's an absolute peach too. They're two of the doctors at Maintain Your Smile Dental Office, and I'm a huge fan of that. They also have like wedding deals. I noticed they didn't tell me to tell this. They didn't tell me to say any of it actually, but I noticed that they've got like this. I've never used a brush for this like this before, ever. So I'm like, feel like I'm painting my face. They if you're like a wedding party, you go in with like 3 of your people, they will give them like 3 bridesmaids up to a deal price off their teeth whitening, and the bride will get hers done for free, which is pretty nifty. You know, I'm having a hard time with this. This is the angled foundation brush, and I don't know if I just don't know how to do this. That's probably the case. I'm just like, that's like 90% of my life is I don't know how to do this. Just thought I'd try something new, but it's not gonna work out if I keep getting brush strokes everywhere. Okay, I guess it's on. I'm like nervous because I've never used a tiny brush to do my makeup like that. Next, I guess, will be the concealer for under eyes. Because, as I already said, I'm tired. Like I said before, I got all of this at Walmart. For the stuff that didn't include the brushes, I paid less than $50. And some of this stuff was not the cheapest brand out there. Oh my god. I just felt like being that bird from Angry Birds. You remember the one? The mime. Oh my god. I think my children are raging against the machine. Now, it is hot in here. I did get a new beauty blender, but I'd like to explain that I got the same brand as before because it works so well. So I just opened this. This is a smaller one. The packaging is right here. This was like $4 on its own, but actually blended in nicely. Oh my gosh. Now for a step I've never done this before. Never used anything like this before. The only times I ever got powder was when it was that old lady smelling lavender. And it would be in the big tub with the powder puff. And I would just use that because I'm secretly an old lady. Now remember, this is in the shade Banana, so I don't know. I think I gotta shake it. How to apply. How to bake. Apply your shade. Pack a generous layer of loose powder into still wet. Allow powder to bake into okay, and then dust off lightly with a fluffy brush. Okay. This is a very new experience. I think that that's what the flat side is for. On this is for baking. Now they said 5 to 10 minutes. That's an awful long time for baking. Alright though. I suppose I could go into contour. Wow. This is weird. Normally I just use that powder stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally trying to think off of other people's YouTube tutorials and stuff. All I know is the biggest rule is go slow till you're sure that you know that you have the look you were looking for. I'm just using the fluffiest brush I've got in my little palette of brushes. I'm just lightly blending that out. It's not blending out. Okay. Sure, why not? Because everybody likes looking crazy. I guess we'll do highlighter. Oh my god, that stuff is dewy. Is that just rubbing that off? Somebody help me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to blend that as much as physically possible. I think banana's the wrong color for me. I also want to use the rose. Just saying, my face feels really tacky. Probably doing this way wrong. I don't know. I grabbed an extra brush for blending. I want to show you, this is an older Eco Tools brush. This is a newer Eco Tools brush. They do look very different. I was surprised. I was like, oh, so that's Eco Tools now, huh?
Yeah, really?
Is that who's there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Genevieve. This is a very dewy look. Here I am using that Revlon Color Stay Brow Kit because it was the first one I found. I have no other excuse. That's it. That's all. That's the only reason. It's a nice brow. Let's see if I can replicate it.
Hi.
Hi. Very good. Can't complain really. Got this little mirror. Came with the Eco Tools brushes. Came with the eye brushes though, which we'll be getting into here in a moment. I feel like I am very orange. On my side, I look very orange. Maybe scrub it off. What have I done to my face? Actually, it's not that bad. I've seen worse. I've seen worse in person. I have. This is the eyeshadow primer. If you'll recall, I had this with that hard candy palette. It came with a little teeny tube that I used so much that it has since run out. But this is a different brand. This is not as chalky as that was. This one is yet again kind of on the tacky side. There we go. Now what I think is interesting is, you know, back in the day, you get a kit like this and it comes with a brush in it. There's no brush in that. They literally rely on you having your own stuff. This is large shadow. I'm just going to dive in with this upper transition, because it actually says transition. Transition shades make it easier to blend. You pretty much put that as a base. That is going on pretty easily, actually. Alright, now I'm going to take this defined crease brush, and I don't know, I think I might go in with this. They're all shimmery, so I'm going to go in with this one down here. Kind of rub that in. I think you put the transition shade is also meant to tacky down the primer. This is not showing up very well, is it? Am I going to have to get crazy? I'm like scraping it out of the pan. Have I mentioned that I'm not a guru? I strive to be. But if you came here to see exactly how all these things look when properly applied, you are in the wrong place. Because what you're really in for is me goofing up. I'm going to still try to go in a little harder with that because it is there, but it's like really hard to see. Okay, let's try another color. There's this shade right above the blue here that's like, kind of like bark. It looks like bark. We're going to go in with that now. Hello. Now, accent shadow. I'm going to be a little cray-cray and grab this blue. There's an eyeball in the blue. Oh, I'm feeling disappointed. It's such a pretty blue in the pan, but there's like no payout, and it just fell all over my face. So I'm going to try to go in with my finger like I've seen some people do. That's better. There we go. Well, it's really pretty on my hand. Yes, I'm going to try for this gold glitter in black eyeshadow with this defined liner brush. Oh my god, the fallout. Okay, this is starting to look like a hot mess. I think I'm done with that. I have an idea. First of all, I'm going to keep trying to brush some of that crud off. Next, I'm going to go in with my, for now I'm going to take my blush, go at a corner of it with this liner smudge, and just take that into the corner. Next, the eyeliner. Alright, let's take pity on my eyes for a moment. I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Organic Wear. I've heard some good things about this, which is why I picked it. Even though I think this was the most expensive item individually that I purchased. I feel like my eyeliner game just took like 7 steps back. Okay, that's like the prettiest part. I pretty much used everything.
I hear you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright,
Are you done?
almost. Time for Seal the Deal. I think you're supposed to shake it. Oh, there we go. Now let's seal this in. That just smells really good. Oh my god, that smells so pretty. I gotta say, individually, each of these steps was atrocious, but the finished look, if you ignore the fact that my eyes messed up severely, is pretty nice. I'm okay with it. Throughout the day, I will check in. Peace out for now.
Alright, it is 4:45. Had the makeup on since 10 a.m. And I gotta say, I feel greasy. I feel really heavy. Actually, yeah, there's like greasiness coming off on my face. I'm just... Alright,
everybody. I am realizing I forgot to film my outro. Oh my gosh, that stuff made my face so greasy. But I think the problem was that I did too much of the contour and highlight. Like, less is more. I'm going to try it again. This time I'm going to try to be a little smarter about it. And we're going to go through, we're going to go with it. I would say the only thing that I really hated was the eyeshadow, because it, over the evening, flaked completely off onto my cheeks and left my cheeks dark and discolored looking. The rest of the makeup was perfectly fine, but that, I mean, you know, I obviously need to learn how to use a cream contour. That's my own fault. I loved the eyeliner though. I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it. It didn't just smear. It was super easy to remove afterwards. I liked it. I loved that mascara. The wand was a little interesting, but the mascara itself was heaven in a little leaf-shaped bottle. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the primer and setting spray. I might try those again in a separate video as just like those, you know, with a control group of makeup underneath it, so that I can really see how they work, because I kind of felt like the setting spray wasn't super great, but then again the makeup underneath it might have been too much or too weird, or I didn't do it properly enough. So I'm going to give that one another go. I'm actually probably going to split each of these up into other videos, into other makeup routines, and see where I can go. I learned very quickly that I'm kind of spoiled by my Morphe palette of eyeshadow. To each their own though. Not everything that works for me is going to work for you, and not everything that works for you is going to work for me. I know for a fact that certain things worked. That foundation was heaven. It was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. That didn't crack. That felt just like the Lancome, that expensive $45 foundation. But it cost a fraction of the price. It was $5. Oh my god. For a drugstore foundation, that was amazing. And in fact, for our drugstore haul and trial, this whole thing wasn't a total loss. Yes, the eyeshadow is going to go into my nope pile, but that's totally beside the point. The point is, I feel like it went pretty well. I need to get more brow stuff to try out. I want to keep shelling out good videos for you guys. If you have anything you want me to try, drop a comment down and below, and I will try it. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Show me that you love me. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and make that bell ring loud and proud so you know when I post, because I've even got people I'm subscribed to that the YouTube won't even tell me unless I click their little icon on the side. And then it shows me that there's a new video, and it's like, really? Thank you. Because otherwise you won't know when I post. Bye, T Love. You always thinking of you. Have a really great day. Don't let anyone get you down. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. And remember, do it with passion or not at all.